Before, before we start the program, can we kindly ask that all electronic devices can be switched off or placed on flight mode so as to ensure the best experience for those joining us both here and via live stream. Thank you.
Good morning, David. Wait, that's a good. That's a good.
Your Royal Highness, Princess Sarvath of Jordan,
Kris Bosch, Chairman of the Board,
members of the board and curatorium,
distinguished guests, parent guardians and host families,
to our loved ones watching from the Festal and all over the world, spanning the 90 countries represented in our beautifully diverse student body via the live stream,
and our darling first years sitting on the floor of the library.
Oh, and of course, to you, our fellow soon-to-be graduates.
Welcome to the closing ceremony of the second and best generation of the UWC. Thank you very much, everybody. It is a pleasure for me to introduce one of our most talented students, the girl whose positivity and energy brightens everyone's days, and who suspiciously had time to take part of all the activities that our school and the city of Freiburg could offer, our great Gabrielle Branch.
Thank you. And this is Carlos.
It is a great honor for us to be here with you today, and after 2 years of discussions, sleepless nights, Skyping home, and many more experiences that we will keep for a very long time, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come.
Carlos and I both decided that today is not a day for tears. Today is to celebrate the beautiful and intimate moments we have shared together, to look back on the challenges we've overcome, and to contemplate on the young people we have become. We recall the times we spent learning to accept one another and going beyond that and coming to cherish each and every member of this community.
We recall the laughter, the tears, the a la madres, the shakies, and all the good luck hugs, the welcome back hugs after each break. And the time has come, ladies and gentlemen. I said it.
Carlos, no tears.
Today shall be the day when we begin our journey into the world as empowered beings, equipped with the tools given to us by this very experience. We shall make our own paths defined by passion and compassion, goodness and goodwill, and we shall look back to where it all first started with pride and ambition. No tears.
Not yet, not yet.
Not yet.
But you know, we've made a lot of history together.
Yeah, totally, exactly. We made a lot of history, especially our debate team this week, who won the first place in the entire Germany. So I kindly ask you to give them a warm round of applause.
And additionally, one of our student-led initiatives won the Aurora Prize for their humanitarian project working with refugees. They built a platform for refugees to promote in Germany to promote their products and share their stories, helping their integration process here in Europe. That's cool.
All right. Gary, with all these accomplishments, I feel like making a toast.
Oh, we could do that, huh? Yeah.
Oh,
I'm prepared.
amazing. This is alcohol free, right?
How about we just introduce the band, who will be singing Photograph by Ed Sheeran and Raise Your Glass by Pink.
Eye contact.
Song, but I'll just try to be dramatic anyway. 200 students, 88 nationalities, 1 IB. Going forward from today, we spread out across the globe. We might wonder if this even happened at all, but we keep these memories for ourselves, frozen in photographs.
Loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes, but it's the only thing that I know. When it gets hard, you know it can get hard sometimes. It is the only thing that makes us feel alive. Till our eyes meet.
for me to come home.
Plenty of time to cry throughout this ceremony, so we thought to spice it up and change the atmosphere. So I want you to just raise your imaginary glass
In a licensed establishment.
to all of the times that you spend with your closest and dearest ones.
Turn the radio up, where's the rock and roll? Party crasher, panty snatcher, call me up if you want a gangster. Don't be fancy, just get dancy. Why so serious? So raise your glass if you are wrong in all the right ways. All my underdogs, we will never be anything but loud. You come on and raise your glass. Just come on and raise your glass. Just come on. Slam, slam, oh hot damn. What party, don't you understand? Wish you just freak out. Can't stop coming in hot. I should be locked up right on the spot. It's so hot right now. Party crasher, panty snatcher. Call me up if you want a gangster. Don't be fancy, just get dancy. Why so serious? So raise your glass if you are wrong in all the right ways. All my underdogs, we will never be anything but loud. And itty bitty turn little freaks. Won't you come on and raise your glass? Just come on and raise your glass. Just come on and raise your glass. Just come on and raise your glass. To school for cool, and you're treated like a fool. You can choose to let it go. We can always party on our own. So raise your glass if you are wrong. And all the right ways, all my underdogs. Anything but loud. Itty bitty dirty little freaks. Won't you come and raise your glass? Raise your glass. Come and raise your glass. Just come and raise your glass. For me.
Really?
No, this is the UWC experience I will remember.
Exactly. I mean, trust our generation to make it a party before we start, you know. But today, we have the privilege of having Your Royal Highness, Princess Sarvath of Jordan, as our guest of honor. Princess Sarvath plays a strong role in the Jordanian National Committee and has always been a keen supporter of the UWC movement. It is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that I welcome you, Your Royal Highness, Princess Sarvath of Jordan, to the stage here to share with us your welcoming words.
Can you hear me? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Herr Bosch, Mr. Nodder, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm delighted to be here with you in Fribourg at the second graduation of the UWC Robert Bosch College. As many of you may know, the United World College ideal is something that is very dear to my heart, especially as it reinforces the value of the IB program, also something I have been involved in for over 35 years. Both philosophies have much in common with what my husband Prince Hassan and I have come to know and appreciate about the philosophy and motivation of your founders, the Bosch family, and their foundation. Bosch have merged their ideals beautifully with the ideals of Han and of yesteryear. And it is indeed heartwarming to see all these different elements come together in United World College, Robert Bosch College, in such a beautiful setting. And I'm grateful to Mr. Nodder for the invitation. I'm sure that many of you know of the origins of the United World College's movement, but at the risk of boring you, I feel I should put some colour on the canvas. Nearly 100 years ago in 1920, the educationist Kurt Hahn founded School Schloss Salem at the behest of Prince Maximilian von Baden. From the outset, the founders gave the school a decidedly reformist profile, which broke the mold of what was then the accepted style of formal education. Prince Max and Kurt Hahn believed that schools should have a greater purpose beyond preparing students for university and other forms of tertiary education. Since its foundation, Salem was co-educational, something else that was innovative in those far-off days. Experimental and innovative teaching, the belief in service to the community, and the participation of the students in the running of the school were considered necessary conditions for an education for responsibility. Other than Salem and its sister school Gordonston, this philosophy led to the creation of United World Colleges and the Outward Bound movement. The years went on, and Salem and Gordonston became the inspiration for yet another education initiative, Round Square, which was started in 1966 under the aegis of His Majesty King Constantine. All the schools and colleges which come under the umbrella of these great educational movements have something in common, in that they share and implement to a greater or lesser degree the ideals of the Conference of Schools. These are referred to as the 7 laws of Salem. First law, give the children opportunities for self-discovery. Second law, make the children meet with triumph and defeat and treat those 2 impostors just the same. Third law, give the children the opportunity of self-effacement in a common cause. Fourth law, provide periods of silence. Let me elaborate on what is meant by this law. Kurt Hahn believed that unless the present-day generation acquires early on the habits of quiet and reflection, it will be speedily worn down by the demands of the nervous, exhausting detractions of day-to-day life. This law was laid down nearly 100 years ago. Imagine how much more relevant it is today in our present frenetic lifestyle. Fifth law, train the imagination. Sixth law, make games important but not predominant. Seventh law, free the sons of the wealthy and powerful from the enervating sense of privilege and entitlement. Boys and girls, you have grown up in a world that is more divided than at any time in the recent past. Looking back, humanity has suffered centuries of war and strife, culminating in 2 world wars and the brutal partition of Palestine and the Indian subcontinent, the aftermath of which continue to bedevil us to this day. And the civilized world tried to say never again and put in place mechanisms to try and ensure this. My father participated in the preparatory meetings of the United Nations in 1945 in San Francisco, and my mother worked alongside Eleanor Roosevelt on the Declaration of Human Rights and the Convention Against Genocide in 1948, all of which epitomized the hope that man would turn back and forsake his foolish ways, and turn a new page in the annals of the civilized world. This has clearly not happened, and you live in a world that is more divided than at any time in the recent past. I fear that our forebears and their colleagues in those brave new ventures some 70 years ago would be appalled to see this downward spiral, despite so many good intentions. Ladies and gentlemen, corporate social responsibility is a very 21st century concept, one that the Bosch Foundation have really lived up to and made part of their credo. But unfortunately, so too is social media, which continues to rear its ugly head. I must admit I'm a Luddite. I do not have a Facebook page, nor do I Twitter, Snapchat, or Instagram. Like so many good ideas, these initially excellent and revolutionary means of communication have taken on a life of their own. Some other aspects of which are good, others less so. As people remain hungry, disenfranchised, angry, and frightened, there is a sense of double standards and huge injustice. These are powerful emotions that play straight into the hands of those that want to rip apart common values of humanity and decency that are shared by the great majority of peoples all over the world, irrespective of race, color, or creed. We have to accept that social media has played a pernicious role in spreading misinformation, or even information which might be perfectly correct, but would have benefited society by not being bruited around. You, the millennials, are the only tool with which we can hope to halt this relentless vortex of despair and violence. This is your world and your language. You are the young people who have been privileged to be the beneficiaries of an education that has opened your eyes to the other. The homepage of your college's website has that wonderful quote from Lester Pearson, which I have used countless times all over the world. How can there be peace if people do not understand each other? And how can they understand each other if they do not know each other? You have enjoyed living, working, playing, and I'm sure arguing together with your peers from, is it 75, 88, or 90 countries? I've heard 3 different figures today. If you have learned nothing else from your 2 years at the college, you will have made friends from countries which were previously only a name on a map, and will have realized that there is much more that we have in common than that separates us. This knowledge will be a powerful tool that you will take with you when you leave these rather sublime surroundings and take your first steps, first to university and then into the big bad world. I would like to think that armed with your IB diploma, you will be sallying forth with not only a superb qualification, but also having benefited from an excellent education. As I firmly believe there's a difference between an education and a qualification. In Arabic, the Ministry of Education is the Ministry of Tarbiyah and Taaleem. The difference is underlined in the titles, and there is a difference. There are many people who are well educated but have no formal qualifications, and even more qualified people who are sadly lacking in true tarbiyah or education. I would like to think that the IB graduates of a United World College are both qualified and educated, and hope that you will have the courage to deploy these skills in whatever you go on to do next, irrespective of where and how. I'm delighted that 2 of your number who will be coming to Jordan in the coming months to spend time living and working in my country. I hope that this may be the start of a long and fruitful association. Class of 2017, may I leave you with a final thought? There's an ancient Native American Indian story of a child watching a fight between 2 wild wolves, one representing the better self and the other the lesser one. The child, terrified, asked its parent which one will win in the end, and the parent answers, the one you feed. So all of you, do please make sure you feed the good wolf. And for those of you particularly who are now moving on into a new phase in your lives, remember that education gives us both the privilege and a responsibility to give something back. Be hungry for knowledge Take risks, even at the risk of failure. Be courageous and stand up for what is right, including diversity, honoring the other, and respecting difference. Remember what you have learned here in human terms. Cherish your friendships. And I wish you well, and as we say in Arabic, al-liqa, until we meet again.
And I went through the normal selection process. I got a place in UWC Atlantic, but sadly, I couldn't afford it. 2 weeks after that, I met Her Royal Highness for a scholarship chance to attend UWC Mostar. In that specific interview, I was rude enough and I mentioned that my first choice is Robert Bosch College. My words weirdly was met with love, care, and support. And here I am. In these 2 years, in these very last 2 years, I have done all the things that I wanted to do in UWC and more. Organized and participated in MUN conferences around Europe, met 300 very interested people from all over the world, and let me check. Give me a second. And found my path to follow my academic dreams. Your Royal Highness. Your Royal Highness, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for believing in me, for supporting me like my dad and my mom did. We as a Robert Bosch community are grateful for your support for UWC and for your presence here. We as UWC community announce the next Jordanian student, Mahmoud Al-Tarifi, to be the Her Royal Highness Sarvath Scholar. Thank you.
Thank you, Jordan.
Carlos,
Yes.
we've done good, haven't we?
Yes.
I mean, look at our very own Patricia, who organized a demonstration against weapons trade. Remarkable, right?
Yes.
Carlos,
Yes.
you remind me of someone really dear to the school.
Yes. So we would like to call on stage the man who never tells us no when it comes to following our dreams. The man who trusts and believes in us and to be upright citizens both in and out the UWC bubbles. I welcome our very own mentor, Rektor, and our very own Dumbledore, Laurence.
Your Royal Highness Princess Sarvath, Bosch, Dr. Christoph Bosch, members of our college board and curatorium, parents and guardians and friends, both here and those who are away but watching on live stream, and we wish that you could be here with us as well. Honored guests, colleagues, our first years who are in the library, we hope. And especially our graduating students. I've just called you graduating students, and indeed you have almost completed your formal time at UWC Robert Bosch College. You have been the focus of our close attention and growing affection for almost 2 years. By the time you leave tomorrow morning, many tears will have been shed, and yet depart you must. Helen and others will be there at 12 o'clock. Yes. To tease you, This is so that we can welcome a new generation of students. Students who rightly expect that our focus transfers to them. Like you, they too will make this place their home. Fortunately, what we refer to as our hearts do not have fixed capacity. And while you will recede in our immediate attention, you will remain in our hopes, in our hearts, as we hope that we remain in yours. Not to tease you, but to state a deeper truth. You also need to leave. You are outgrowing this institution and what it and we, the staff, can offer you. You need to grow further and in a more testing world. You need to exercise your creativity, your growing expertise. You'll need to make a fuller contribution. You need to take beyond here your values and your hope. As Kurt Hahn said, you are needed. Of course, I was only partially right when I spoke as though the college is something distinct in itself, separate from you. For in these 2 years, in so many ways, you have been the college. For these 2 years, the college could not have existed without you. You can see I'm nervous because I'm reading. Thinking about today, I consciously brought each one of you into my mind. And that's one of the privileges of being at a school of only 200 people. Yeah. Even though I might not know each one of you very, very well, I know each one of you. And what I can say is that each one of you has brought something precious to this community. You are the second generation of Robert Bosch College, but you are the 16th generation of people, of UWC students, that I say farewell to. It's not going to be a compare and contrast. I have been struck by your sensitivity and thoughtfulness as the RBC second generation. Your sensitivity for inclusion through, for instance, your much higher consciousness of different language needs. Your gentle navigating of gender identity explorations and realities. Your growing challenge to all of us recently around microaggressions. Not all has been soft. Some of the student-led campaigns have shown a high level of activism, and already we've heard about the student march organized by some of your classmates in Freiburg against arms exports from Baden-Württemberg. And I remember the campaign for sanitary provisions in toilets, which also inspired some to find their voice in areas that had been taboo for them. As individuals, several of you have been inspiring in taking seriously environmental imperatives. All of us have grown in our awareness and understanding, and I hope more deliberate in our choices and actions in this regard. I think of a huge range of your creative expressions, including some celebrated or notorious calendars. Oops. And at Assembly on Monday, we were reminded of the incredible range of your service to each other, to this college, and to the wider society. There has been joy, self-discovery, and discovery of the other. Increasing diversity of the discovery of the increasing diversity of the increasing complexity of so much of the human condition and of what we might call the world. Also, in some things, you have discovered the purity of simplicity. It is within the nature of these discoveries, as well as the nature of a place like this, with all its pressures, including the pressure of opportunity, that for most there has been the challenge of fatigue, of stress, of periods of doubt, for some even of deep pain and depression. We cannot erase our histories. Excuse me. And as I have said in different ways on several occasions, institutionally, we cannot protect you from all harm, and at the same time give you for your age extraordinary freedom, responsibility, and opportunity. That dilemma is my terror. That's what keeps me awake at night. It's easy to plan formal structures and on paper. We have specialist members of staff and have provided training at different levels to all. And I can only hope that when times were tough, you found individuals, students and staff, and the community holding you as best as we could, just as you held people. And you contributed to that holding society, that holding community. Now we are here with the journey completed. The looming farewells thrusting to the front an incredible range of positive experiences and memories. Yet the greater journey has just begun. The journey to take out into the world our experience of hope. We have hope because we have experienced firsthand the world in miniature with so many of its diversities and challenges. We have experienced that it is not paradise, but we know firsthand that it can be a beautiful place. So I say, go well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Laurence. And thank you. In addition to that, we would like to say sorry to the staff, to Laurence for all the rules that were broken at times, now and then, for the missed IA deadlines, the late arrivals in class, and let me think of a better way to say it. Sorry for the things that I've done. I'm getting inspired.
Let's let the a-cappella group sing it. So now can we introduce our a-cappella group on the stage?
It's like everybody's found some kid somewhere on a college ground. And their bets on the grass together in class. Everybody's got a good time.
At UWC, we loved the IV. And we got no sleep. The alarm went.
But it's about the people, people, people. And our hearts were equal, equal, equal. We just wanna make the world change. RBC give us the chance. Ain't about the ka-ching, ka-ching. Ain't about the ba-bling, ba-bling. It's about our values for the world's use. We're all here for the same. Fighting for peace, not fame. Stereotypes gone, love alone, uniting us for life.
Everybody tries to your left. Everybody tries to your right. Different cultures here, diversity with pride.
But it's about the people, people, people. And our hearts were equal, equal, equal. We just wanna make the world change. RBC of us the chance. Ain't about the ka-ching, cha-ching, ain't about the ba-bling, ba-bling. It's about the values for the world's use. It's about the people, people, people. In our hearts we're equal, equal, equal. We just want to make the world change. RBC, give us the chance. It's about the people, people, people. In our hearts we're equal, equal, equal. It's about our values for the world's use.
Come to the river, oh come to the river, oh come to the river. Come to your river.
Wash my soul.
Oh come to your river.
Wash my soul.
Oh come to your river. Wash my soul again.
Carry away my dead leaves. Let me baptize my soul with the help of your water. Sink my pains and complaints. Let the river take them river, drown them. My ego and my blame. Let me baptize my soul with the help of your water. Those who means are so ashamed. Let the river take them river, drown them. Come to your river.
I'm involved in the late body.
Come to your river.
'Cause I'm cold like a magnet.
Come to your river.
I know your heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body.
Come to your river.
Last night you were in my room, and now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body.
Dum 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 dum
My friends at the table doing shots, drinking, tossing the wheat toast. Come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now put your hands up, and then the band goes rock and me about to dance. And I'm singing like you're all I know. I want your love is handmade for somebody like me. Come now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me, say boy. Let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and pull that body on me. Come now, follow my lead. Come now, follow my lead. Oh.
When me lay ocean, de ala wede. When me lay ocean, ma low bele yalo de moya wede. When me lay ocean, de ala wede. When me lay ocean, ma low bele yalo de moya wede.
how it ended up down below. Heaven pull over, heaven pull over. I'm sorry for the things that I've done. My pride is gone, my ego is lost. Heaven pull over. I'm sorry for the things that I've done. My pride is lost, my ego is gone.
After all this time of sharing all this pain, this puzzle makes it hard for me to get up again.
Even though it feels regret every day. Sorry, it's just something I find hard to say.
Have a pull over, have a pull over. I'm sorry for the things that I've done. My pride is lost, my ego is gone.
I'm sorry for the things that I've done. My pride is lost, my ego is gone.
And now it's done, and now we're here. The cards on the mercy ride. As it went, things I don't fear. A future without heaven's light.
Heaven pull over. Heaven pull over. I'm sorry for the things that I've done. My pride is lost, my ego is gone. Heaven pull over. My pride is lost, my ego is gone. I'm sorry for the things that I've done to you.
Couldn't you just be the MC?
Well, y'all know me.
Thank you very much to the A-cappella group.
And on behalf of the A-cappella group, we also, for those who don't know, the final song we sang was written and composed by the second years together with the third years, our second years. So it's a Bosch cappella original. And now we passed it on to our firsties, and y'all do what you wish with it. We often forget that in this magical place that we had lives before UWC. And with all the challenges we overcome here, we at times need to stop and remind ourselves how much we did to actually get here. Because as the history students would know, according to the IB, it's not history unless it's been at least 10 years.
What?
Yeah.
So the 2009 economical crisis was not history yet?
Nope.
Obama?
Nope.
So what happened with all his hope and change? Is it not history yet?
No. But since we're done with the IB and history isn't just from 10 years on, some of us have history which holds hope. One of our students is a perfect example. John Michael Coffey recently received a $1,000 grant to publish his autobiography called The Journey Much Desired, a novel about his life as a refugee in Mawali and Swaziland, focusing on his continued disruptive education and the struggle to reach this point where he is today. And now he's coming to perform and share his hope with us. Let's welcome John Michael Coffey.
Greetings, everybody. is gonna be quick.
I realize that this is the last opportunity for me to be a dictator. Can I please ask all the second years to rise up and hold hands?
Okay, so for the next 30 minutes, I'm gonna take you back to our orientation week. Since it's not history, then I suggest it's very recent. So let's go for it. All in this together. Are you ready for it? Okay, let's go. We're all in this together.
Once we know that we are, we're all stars that we see.
We're all in this together.
Make our dreams come
true. All in this together. I have no idea what the lyrics are. All in this together. You can sit down, thank you. Do you have the presentation?
We have some technical problems, therefore we don't have a presentation.
Oh. That's very heartbreaking. I wanted to take you guys back, but it's okay. I guess lyrics can do, me singing can do as well. Remember when I was young, so were you. Time stood still. Veritas is all we knew. You were a first year, so was I. We met IB, then you cried. Remember when? Remember when vowed to pass, walk the world, it was hard. Made the start, it was hard. Lived in land, life through curves. There was joy, more stress. Remember when? Remember when second just left, we remained. Life was changed. Their departure broke our hearts. Came together, fall apart. Their departure broke our hearts. Remember when? So for all the moments that we spent together, guys, this is my last opportunity to perform in front of you as a solo. And I wanted to wish you all the best as you move on. I would like to believe that this is not the last time we are together. We are going to see each other in the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and then our stay together will have been history, according to the IB. Remember when summer breaks seemed too long, being at home. We danced and had fun, brought back the love. It was done. Uni started ACTs. Remember when? Remember when IB looked so hard, now looking back, it's just a stepping stone to where we are, where we've been. Said we do it all again. Remember when? Remember when we said we would graduate when the first is grow up and move on. We won't be sad, we'll be glad for all the love we've had, and we'll remember when. Remember when? Remember when? Much love.
Very touching, and original lyrics, right?
This school really likes originals, doesn't it? I mean, look at your tickets, you know? Those bracelets on your hand are an original made by our very own Kai. Kai, where are you?
Thank you, Kai. And you know what else we made? The certificates we're about to receive. And
can we ask Helen, Laurence, and Christian to come down and
Good afternoon, everyone. We now come to the formal part where we would like to celebrate with you this freshly minted graduates by formally handing over the UWC diplomas to them. We're going to call each tutor and each student in turn on stage. 0 hour. Getting serious. Let's start alphabetically. Akila, would you please join us on stage? We would like to welcome Isaac on stage and
And now Alex. Kimmy. Hassan. Shockley.
Let's welcome Angus on stage. And we congratulate Annie.
Drink.
Lisa, please join us on stage. And Mohammed. And Ravi. And we would like to welcome Carol on stage. And we congratulate Cecilia. And Isabel. Camila, please join us. Landry. Leonel. Natalie. Sal. And Sophie.
And now Christian's tutor group. Back up. Jordan. Nicola. Radek. Sophia. And Tobias. David's tutor group.
And we would like to welcome on stage Estella. Laurence. Philip. And Saf.
And now the tutor group with two tutors, so that's Dagmar and Laurence. Diddy. Amelia. Finest. And Namia.
And can I ask Debbie to please join us on stage? And we would like to congratulate Anna. Froden. and Lewis.
And now we'd like to call Emmett on stage. And we congratulate, firstly, Crystal. And Lucas. Luna. Merlin. Soon.
That's you. And Helen is already on stage, so. Bayu, would you please join us? Donovan. Hannah. Matthias.
And now representing Ingrid, can I call down Lupa? And the first from Ingrid's tutor group is Antonia. Dominic. Marielle. And Powell.
And could I please invite Katharina on stage? And we congratulate Clara. You did. New. And Phileas.
And can we have Kris on stage, please? Annie. Anoush. Arthur. Daniel. Drenusha. Imelda. And Martin.
Can I please ask Senior to join us on stage? And we would like to congratulate Anna. John Michael. And Milagros.
And now can we have Leo on stage, please? And we'd like to congratulate Amar. Amy? Immaculada? Isabella? You made it, you made it. Jay? Julieta? Justin? Patricia?
Can I please invite Lydia to join us on stage? And we would like to congratulate Irina. Jonas. Kai. And Nicholas.
And now we'd like to welcome on stage Ninad. And Mr. Rafe. Well done. Aidan. Joana. Maya. Pietro. Tino.
And I would like to invite Pascal to join us. Please join me in congratulating Carlos. Katja. and Maxime.
And now Richard. Emilio. Lucas. Joy. Maho. Mario. Sarah.
And can I please ask Sarah to join us on stage? And we would like to congratulate Colin. Again. Gabrielle. Moritz. Patricia. And Tita.
now the last tutor group. Where's Scylla? Alexa. And loose. Bimby. Did it? Mohammed. Ray. Simon. And lastly, Wael.
Congratulations to the new UWC graduates.
Go on, we would like to present Your Royal Highness Princess Sarvath with a token of our appreciation for giving us. And after sitting here for so long, we thought it would only be appropriate if we had a joke. So.
Guess what?
Wait.
Just guess. Who are we having?
Who are we having, lady?
Who? Go ahead, Yuri.
Why have I been making puns all year long? Because it was my free fun.
I think I got it. Actually, the official Joker Award was granted yesterday to the new generation, to the third generation of our school. So that legacy was passed on to our new first responsibility to our first years who we've seen grow. We've been sharing this year together, and they're growing so fast. Just look at them. I mean, in the library. Can't really see them anywhere. Remember when they came? They were so young, confused, and so now I invite to come on stage Yohan. To talk about how much the first years love their
So, when I was nominated to speak on behalf of the firsties at the closing ceremony, I was honored. I was also hopelessly confused and, quite frankly, puzzled, because how could I possibly synthesize the views of 100 of my colleagues and friends about their relationship with all of you? So, as this place taught me so well to do, I sent a mass email. I asked my fellow classmates to answer me this. What do your second years mean to you? 4 people out of 100 replied. So, a disclaimer, I will not be able to spend these next few minutes delivering a profound truth about our experience with you, our second years. I wish I could, but I can't. I can't because our experience with you has been nothing short of being absolutely mystifying and would make for a UWC promotional video that would just be a tad bit too long. But I will try and do this justice. 270 days ago, we, your naive firsties, first set foot onto our campus many of us had never seen, with people we had never met, leaving everything that was comfortable and familiar to all of us behind. We thought from the get-go that, yes, with our jet lag-infused enthusiasm, we would go and make friends, assimilate, and live the mission. 1 year on, that was much easier said than done. IB. At that point, although unknown to us, in 270 days, we would look back at this time spent together and see the formation of one united community with you, our second years. In these 270 days, we would laugh, we would cry, we'd talk, we'd celebrate, and we would dance. And we would come to appreciate this crazy nature of this place because you allowed us in and to make this bewildering place you knew so well into a place we have now come to know just as well. You inducted us into the eat for 10 minutes, but end up for talking for an hour in the Mensa sort of life. You brought us into the culture of vicious comment wars that took place in our Facebook group. And you taught us to make most of this daily flurry of insanity that involved meetings, classes, skipped meals, but most importantly, you taught us to appreciate the gift that we have of simply being here. There is, however, a truth we all must face. And whether we like it or not, everything comes to an end. And as much as we have looked forward to this day to celebrate your achievements, we can't help but foresee a gap in our community, simply because we have also always disliked endings, be it the last chapter of a good book, parting ways with a close friend, or Stefan shouting, "Mensai su," right in the middle of a great conversation. But endings are inevitable. We close the book, you say goodbye, and you reluctantly go to clear your plate and cutlery. Today is one of those days for us. Today we say goodbye to you who we cannot imagine a community without. You who selflessly made this place so familiar and so comfortable for us. But just because you're leaving, and for many of us will be something difficult to contend with, you are so much a part of us, you will be with us no matter what. So it isn't really a goodbye because you are and always will be our solid ground and our guiding light. And we go into our second year knowing we have the immense fortune of all your small, clear voices in our hearts and minds, reminding us of the little tips and tricks of how to survive this crazy place we call UWC. This crazy place you have enabled us to call home. And for this, we are well and truly grateful. And looking back at this year, I can say with absolute certainty on behalf of my firsties, we love you. But not only in the conventional sense of the word. It's a special kind of love that combines the love for you like the love Helen has for her mass emails, or the love Isabella had for her newly knitted socks. It's a love that has endured the ups and downs, the good and bad of our community this year. It's a love we have for the houses we live in, the sheep we see every day, and the friendly smiles and positive energy that greets us in the form of sticky notes and chocolate bars that find their way into our desks and pigeonholes. But I think what's the most special thing about this love is that it is the same unending love you have shown us from the day we arrived. So, go forth into the world and spread your beautiful propaganda in the form of lessons that touch the minds and hearts of every single person you meet, just as you did with the 100 of us. The world needs it. Thank you.
So much, Yohan. I mean, our lovely firstly, so much talent, so much potential. 2 days ago they put on a show for us with singing and acting and dancing and everything that we love about everything we love here. It's a pity we have no dancing to show today, because I really love it.
I told you, I knew they loved us. Yohan, can you dance? No?
Oh, but Carlos, do you know who can dance?
Latinos?
No, Tino. Just Tino.
Oh my God, my world. Where's my guy?
But you remember that time when Tino dance battle a certain teacher,
A certain teacher?
Our teachers, it's not only us who are great, but our teachers are like amazing. So how about?
So we welcome on stage our favorite dancing teacher, Kris.
Hello all. I was babysitting one of my best friends yesterday, Eden. And in typical UWC fashion, I may or may not have written my speech yet. So we wrote it together. And really, she wrote most of it. I'm just here to enunciate it clearly. As Eden and I have spent time at UWC and spoken with students and graduates, the key characteristic of UWCs for us is that UWCs provide a safe and open environment for people to learn and experiment academically, socially, emotionally, spiritually, and personally. Because UWCs create a low-risk and safe environment for their students that is open and full of new perspectives. Because they do this, students learn and grow in ways they never thought they would. And they gain experiences which stick with them for life. And this brings me to one of my favorite quotes that to me epitomizes the UWC experience. Ralph Waldo Emerson says, "Every person I meet is my superior in some way. And in that way, I learn from them." In your time here, I hope that you have learned something from each and every person in this community. I'm not saying that learning is always easy. Think of the diversity here. Each point of diversity could potentially be a barrier to learning. But the learning is there to be had. And have no fear if you did not learn something from every single person. You still have time. And this is what I ask of you: to keep learning from others for the rest of your lives. I also ask that you go into the world and be a force for positive change. My grandfather told me the quote, "There are two kinds of people in the world, givers and takers. The givers may eat better, Wait. The takers may eat better, but the givers sleep better. And I combine that quote with the saying that to those whom much is given, much is expected. You have been given incredible opportunities here, and I hope that you will go forward and be a positive force in our world. Which means that you will be a leader. And when I say leader, I don't mean the stereotypical strong leader who knows everything and inspires people with a glow of light from above or below or somewhere. You can be a quiet leader and powerful, like Mahatma Gandhi. Or you can simply be a first follower who leads the followers. There are many types of leader, but a leader you will be. But this is not a speech about leadership. This is a speech about your time here from one of your many teachers who loves you all very much. And this speech is also about a fact that you all know already, that time is limited. Not only time, we all must choose how to spend our energy and our money and our attention and focus. And we must choose this well in this changing and uncertain and complex and ambiguous world. And when you came here, you did choose. You had to struggle to find your own way. And you have found your own way. You learned from your teachers, from your classmates, from your experiences on Project Week, CAS's quiet time and reflection, and maybe even Netflix. But I want to leave you with a final note that is to remember that today and every day, to cherish your most precious, non-renewable resource, time. And today, and for the following days, this is the one thing that I wish I had more of with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kris. All teachers, I never understand what they're saying. I need some time to process this. So much wisdom.
How about while we process this, we listen to Joana's Ensemble. So let's listen to some music, right? Can we welcome Joana and Ensemble?
That sounds good.
So, we thought it would be nice to also remind us all that we have grown a lot during those past 2 years, and they might have been rough, but they also have been very beautiful and very enriching. And I guess no matter what, we will always cherish and embrace those memories, and hence we want to perform a song about that. which is called Growing Up.
There's a fight to be won for the love you find at home. There is work to be done before you rest your very bones. Finding peace don't come to everyone I know. So I will love in this life until I finally have to go. Said I would love in this life until I finally have to go. Well, I know I have lived just a wrinkle of my life, and I hear so many times it'll be over if I blink twice. Please forgive if I don't walk off that plank stuck in your eye. I've got my life to love, and I'm here to take what's mine. I've got my life to love, and I'm here to take what's mine. Growing up, child, it's just a matter of time. Forgiving all you've got, so won't you dance under the sun? Growing old, feels like you're giving up your soul. I'd rather give it freely to the ones that I call home. I'm not afraid of the world in front of me. I found my way without your help. I've a broken family. Break my break with my sins. I'll do as I do please with my friends till the end. There lies my loyalty. With my friends till the end. There lies my loyalty. I used to close my eyes to what stood under my bed. Now they're open wide to the monsters in my head. Instead of claws, they whisper lies, sinking the unquiet steps. So I will fight in the light till I give my final breath. Said I would fight in the light till I give my final breath. Oh, I would fight in the light till I give my final breath. Growing up, child, it's just a matter of time. Forgiving all you've got, so won't you dance under the sun? Growing old, feels like you're giving up your soul. I'd rather give it freely to the ones that I hold. Growing up, child, it's just a matter of time. Forgiving all you've got, so won't you dance under the sun? Growing old, seems like you're giving up your soul. I'd rather give it freely to the ones that I call home.
So far, we've had speeches from Her Royal Highness, staff.
Cool. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, and I don't feel represented yet. I don't feel like my feelings about leaving and everything have been brought out on stage. So now we welcome New and Landry on stage,
And
second
Carlos,
years.
remember how we said it wasn't time to cry yet?
I'm ready.
Thank you very much. So now we have you.
Hello. It is. Can you hear me? Yeah? Good. Okay, sorry. It is incredibly difficult for us to stand here right now to even begin to describe what UWC means to us. I mean, UWC is here, right? UWC is us standing here, giving this speech in front of you, knowing that my ex-boyfriend really wanted to be here last year. All jokes aside, UWC to me is education. I mean, after all, we came here not for a summer program or a summer school, but a school itself. What I personally received, though, was beyond what I imagined when I first opened my acceptance letter all the way back in February 2015. What I received was education in the truest sense of the word, education that is multidimensional. Education that doesn't cease at the footstep of the classroom door, but will continue through intellectually engaging and emotionally stimulating conversations outside. And it ranges from those classic late-night conversations to all the discussions in the Mensa, even to the toilets where we share with 25 others. We discuss topics from the differences of consents in different cultures to political situations and presidential elections. But we also discuss the smaller things, the small personal things, from childhood embarrassing moments to angst-ridden teenage years. Because despite the stereotype, UWC students don't always talk about peace and sustainability all the time. But if anything, these micro discussions is actually a reminder for myself that despite all the diversity and differences that we have come to celebrate, despite coming from thousands of kilometers apart, we're not that different after all. And before my Asian parents freak out from hearing how I learned so much outside, probably not much inside of the classroom, that is not the case. There's students who come here with minimum English, yet be able to produce 4,000 words of essay after just a year. Through UWC, through RBC, and through the IB, I was able to connect math to real life through my internal assessment. I was supported to conduct an anthropological fieldwork. I was taught cross-country skiing from our physics teacher. And joined a project week where Verena and Ingrid taught me to listen. I repeat once again that the education I've received is incredibly multidimensional.
UWC to me is personal growth. Before we arrived here, many of us allowed ourselves to paint an idealistic picture of what this experience would be. We took our hopes and dreams for the future and molded them into a picture of what this place would be like. In my opinion, UWC takes those dreams, chews them up, spits them out, and tells you to try again. UWC teaches us to know ourselves better, to build our dreams based on who we are, not what we're expected to be. To look past our own superficial idea of what it means to be someone who promotes change and actually become that person in our own time. Each of us goes through that journey differently. To be completely honest, I disliked many parts of this experience and considered leaving. There were times when I felt like I wasn't part of this community based on what I thought or how I felt. And I know that I'm not the only one who's felt that way. The feeling that you do not fit in with the strong opinions or idealism here can be a burden. However, for each moment I felt out of place here, I had an equal number of moments where I felt like I was reaching my full potential and truly loving my time here. For each moment spent locating a pharmacy in a random part of Luxembourg, wishing that I could run away from culture, there's time spent with my fantastic host family, learning more than I ever could otherwise about the culture of Germany. Every moment Every moment I've spent here, both good and bad, has taught me to speak out for myself, to say it when I'm unhappy, and to remember that each voice has to be heard, not just my own. Even if there are times when we feel out of place here, all of us are here for a reason. Our national committees, families, and many other people in our lives believed in us enough to send us here. When we face challenging times in this experience, it might seem like they should have sent someone else. But this community would have been immeasurably different without each person that is here today. We come in with this fairy tale that everything will work out, and sometimes it just doesn't. But we make it through. This experience has forced us to be resilient. If we're unhappy, the only ones who can fix that is us.
UWC to me is community. My first walk up on that hill was filled with screams and shouts and people jumping on each other. I remember seeing that and thinking I would never do that. I would never have something like that. I had something, all my friends back home I've known for 10 years. It's not like that. Then again, it's so different when you live together for 2 years. It's different because there's no privacy in a room of 4 or 2. In a house of 26, you learn to share. You share responsibilities, you share space, you share feelings. And okay, not all the dishes get clean and tears get swallowed for the most part. But hey, we remain true to the truest self to our friends. It's very intense, this community, because for some of us, we might not be able to see each other again, whether that's because of something called visa, or environmental beliefs, or political constraints, or economical limits. So when we do stay together, all 200 of us, we cherish it. I cherish the comfort of being able to approach and talk to anyone because we all know each other's names, and that I can call my rector by his first name, and I can come to my house parents and play with her cat when she's not there. I cherish all the frustrating discussions in meeting because if there's anything UWC has taught me, it's good to be an active follower. It's good to be a good listener when you're living with 200 other leaders. I cherish this community as UWC prepares us to become a citizen of the world by teaching us that our actions not just have consequences to ourselves, but to everyone around us. And we always have to consider that. UWC teaches me to care when sometimes the world doesn't. I cherish the layers and layers of support system from my friends to my housemate to my house parents to teachers and personal tutors in my life. All that make up this pretty bubble of comfort and familiarity. I have to trust that this bubble will prepare me well to venture out into the world with my eyes more open, heart softer, but mind still critical.
While each of us could come up here and take at least an hour defining what UWC is undefinable. Yes, you can find a mission statement and a list of values, but the meaning that we give to this experience is uniquely our own. Those values are nothing more than carefully crafted inspiration until we put them to use. That being said, New and I represent just 2 views of what has taken place here, but each of us has sacrificed to be here and build our future. Your story is just as important as anyone else's. We have students at this school who come without speaking English, struggle with impaired hearing, or have lived the life of a refugee. These, along with many other stories, others are stories that the world has to hear. During my time as a student at Robert Bosch College, I have been given a wonderful opportunity to experience the diverse range of opinions present in our world through the connections that come with living and building relationships with people from over 80 different countries. I did not realize the change that I would undergo as a person after living with a housemate from Kenya and roommates from Syria, Germany, Zimbabwe, and Ghana. Who we are as people is deeply affected by our cultural background. However, I strongly believe that what connects us is much stronger than that. We're not going to change the world through reciting Nelson Mandela quotes. And we all won't be politicians, diplomats, and activists. We're going to change the world by telling our own stories and making sure that others can do the same. We're going to change the places that we're from by telling people what we've learned here. Not by looking within, but by seeing world events through the eyes of someone else. When I see the news and hear Donald Trump talk about Syrians, I won't think of someone without a face or a name. I'll think of my roommates, Amr and Wael. When I hear people at my university discuss Africa, I'll think of Mario, Immaculata, and John Michael. And when I think of education, I won't think of IB test scores, but a force to unite people, nations, and cultures for peace and a sustainable future.
We would like to thank you all for giving us and 100 other people this amazing experience. Thank you.
I told you.
Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. And it's like we said, this is a time to remember. This is a time to explore and fill ourselves with experiences and memories that will last a lifetime. This was our time, and no one can take that away from us. Because we made history as the first firsties. The first to make UWC Robert Bosch College complete. So yeah, we made history, and let's continue to make history as we go out into the world.
And we'd like to thank everyone who helped us on this journey.
Your Royal Highness, Princess Sarvath of Jordan, for speaking with us today.
Laurence, for always being a wise rector.
Christoph Bosch, and all the members of the board and curatorium.
Helen, Christian, Thomas, and all the staff for always making sure we put our best foot forward.
The Mensa team for keeping us healthy young adults.
The maintenance team for ensuring we always have a roof over our heads.
Our parents for supporting our adventurous spirits.
Our firsties and second years watching via live stream.
And to the dedicated tech team without whom this day, in fact these 2 years, would be completely different. Thank you all for being with us as we strive to follow our dreams and do our best to make our own history.
And you know who else made history this week? Jay. That tiny little kid sitting
Jay?
over there.
Stand up, Jay. Let's see you. Come on, stand up.
He won against Matthias, this giant over here. In football. J10, Matthias, 0. It's like David and Goliath, just live the big dream.
For those of you who don't know, table football is a game which helped all of us survive through the IB, and which students play every minute of every day, and you'll probably see some of them playing as you leave this auditorium. But to help us as we look back on our history and stories like these, we have the band coming to sing History by One Direction and I Lived by One Republic. I can say it, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
We did.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you built a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, it's screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay.
Hope that you fall in love when it hurts so bad. The only way you can know, give it all you have. And I hope that you don't suffer, but they will. When the moment comes
So we've mentioned this so many times already that, and I know History IB students, you're so sick of this, but we figured since we kept mentioning it, it's a very apt way to end the evening. Morning/afternoon, everybody. In my country.
Everyone for coming. We would like to ask you to kindly stand as Laurence, Kris, Bosch, and Her Royal Highness Princess Sarvath leaves. Thank you very much. Really appreciated having you here.
So we now invite our graduates to make their way upstairs to take
up the
stairs.
Up the stairs. And everyone else, please remain seated.
To take your group photos. So please, can everyone remain seated? Go. So once again, to everyone here, thank you very much for coming and supporting us, the second generation. And now, please feel free to go down to the buffet and enjoy, and they will join you soon.